Good morning, everyone. I am KOIN 6 Meteorologist Kelley Bayern here in the KOIN Now booth, coming to you with just some updates here to our wildfires that started yesterday out in the gorge. We have several large wildfires. The Rowena fire is likely the one that will be the biggest concern heading into today. It's the largest in size, and there are level 3 go now evacuations around that fire. It's just right near the Mosier and the Dalles area of the Columbia River Gorge. Also, a couple of fires out in Skamania County on the Washington side that we've been watching. And again, we'll go through all the conditions that we are seeing, how the winds might play a factor in helping to tackle these fires or not. But you know, we are into fire season now and getting some big fires burning in such a dry region of the state here, and it's only the early parts of June. So let's get into it here. Again, we've got 3 new wildfires. They all sparked yesterday. We've got evacuations around the Rowena fire, and that's about 2,500 acres in size. There have been reports of about 20 structures burned, and newest update to that fire is that it looks like it was human-caused. So not sure if it was arson or some sort of vehicle that made some sparks. It could be anything, but human caused for that fire. Now, we'll talk about this warm and drier pattern and the breezy winds that continue in this region as we head our way into the day today. But here is a photo. This was taken this morning by our live reporter, Emma Jerome, and she was out there all morning reporting on this and had some video of the fire out there from the Washington side. So you could really see those flames in the region from the Washington side, and just it really moving up towards the hills right near the Mosier area. So we do have some coverage from this morning. Emma's live report out there at about 7 o'clock in the morning. So take a listen.
Good morning. We continue to follow crews battling multiple fires in the Columbia River Gorge this morning. Specifically, we're keeping a close tabs on the Rowena fire. Our reporter Emma Jerome live in the gorge with a look at the latest conditions from the Washington side. What are we looking at here, Emma?
Good morning, Emily. I am here on SR 14 where you can see a better view of the hillside burning right now with the Rowena fire. With the sun that has risen, it's hard to see the flames, but I can tell you they are there. I saw them all along I-84, the Rowena fire burning 2,500 acres right now, 0% contained. 20 residences have been destroyed. That's according to Oregon State fire marshals and fire crews that are on the scene. Governor Tina Kotek has invoked the Emergency Conflagration Act, meaning we will get more help, and we will follow this fire very closely, bringing you the latest, Emily.
Yeah, again, so that was Emma Jerome out there this morning. And more video. This was sent in to us by Corey yesterday. You could just see how those flames really filled in the skies right across the Columbia River there. And just all the brush, too. Just such a dry grass and brushy area of the state. And it's usually a spot that sees wildfires that can spread rapidly, too. And this is just the first one of the season. So we will continue to follow this fire. A look at current winds. We're seeing sustained winds around 18 miles per hour in this region of the gorge here. Not too breezy, but as we heat up, we tend to see those winds kicking up too. They are coming out from the west, moving eastward. That again matters too. Impacts to air quality will be pretty low around the Portland area as a lot of the smoke is ushered towards the east. But in the vicinity of these fires and out towards the east sides of the gorge, we'll likely see more impact to that smoke as it's pushed down the gorge into areas of the Columbia Basin of Washington and that region. So wind speeds are expected to turn breezier. We could see some gusts today around 40 miles per hour. That paired with relative humidities down to about
we continue to follow
20% here later in the afternoon. Let's pull this wider here and you can see the graphic better. So the Rowena fire just between or west of the Dalles, but in between Mosier and the Dalles, the Sandhill fire and the Grant Lake fire out on the the Washington side of the gorge, they are also a little smaller. I believe both together are less than 100 acres in size, but ones that we will continue to watch because they can grow so quickly. But going into the afternoon, that relative humidity really down to about 20%. I don't think this threshold is enough to warrant any red flag warnings. Same with the breezy winds, but still have a concern here with those gusts around 40 or so miles per hour. Winds generally taper as we hit the overnight and evening hours, but again, we are expecting to keep it pretty breezy out there. Just some tough conditions for firefighters to tackle the blaze. Take a look again at just the wind gust near the gorge. Again, notice that peak in the winds as we hit the hotter afternoon hours. It then starts to subside into the early morning. It's kind of a diurnal pattern where, along with the heating, that's when the winds really turn strong and are at their strongest. So, again, tough conditions for firefighters. It's going to stay hot and dry in that region. Not really expecting to see much change there as we head towards the weekend. Now, significant fire potential. It's in the moderate category for fire danger out in central and northern Oregon here. Same for really the eastern half of the state of Washington. So this is today's fire potential from the NIFC, and we'll keep watching these conditions. Hopefully no new fires are sparked. You'll just want to be extra careful if you're driving through that highway. Again, it has reopened. It was closed for a brief moment yesterday, but we are just keeping these breezy conditions. There weren't even any fire alerts yesterday, and we have some big fires out there now. So it's easy to spark new fires by people as they're dragging a boat across I-84. Situations like that can be causes of wildfires in Oregon. So again, this is the time to be extra vigilant when we don't see much rain in the picture and we just continue with a warmer, breezier pattern. There's your look at the satellite radar. Not tracking much in terms of moisture. We do have some mid-level moisture streaming in, and there are some models that show a few pop-up, maybe showers or thunderstorms briefly in the afternoon around central Oregon, but in general, really not seeing much rain for us and still not much concern with thunderstorms these next few days. Hey, here's a dry stretch. We have been dry for 7 days. Today will make day 8, and we likely won't see rain until maybe early next week. And the hints of rain next week look to be very light rainfall. Unlikely to see wetting rains for the state. So we're just getting some light showers here and there. Otherwise, a mainly dry pattern that continues, and our rain deficit continues to sit at over half an inch. Our drought monitor, drought continues to increase across Oregon. Also, take a look at much of the country here. You can see a lot of drought for the western U.S., especially around the desert basin and areas of New Mexico and Texas, spanning into Arizona and Southern California. Oregon here, we're now at 18% drought. This is the latest update from this morning from the state drought monitor, and most of it in western Oregon, same for northeastern Oregon out in the gorge. So we have just lacked the rainfall. We really have not seen much in the last week, and it might be the case that it stays that way for at least the next week here in Oregon. So we'll keep watching that. In general, we're done with the heat, though. It's nice to see that. Here's our weather pattern in the upper levels of the atmosphere. We, again, are pushing that ridge of high pressure away from the region. We have what's called zonal or onshore flow here. That jet stream is coming in from the west and pushing in some light showers, or excuse me, not showers, cooler air, which is what we want. So temperatures are plummeting and cooling down for us. We'll move away from the mid-90s and back to the 70s these next few days. Still not seeing any big rainstorms or anything of the like. Just a nice quiet pattern here for us as we head into the week. Your rain chances, we are expecting to keep it pretty dry. Some models are hinting at a few showers possibly early next week. A few very weak fronts might roll into the area here and bring back a slight chance for a few rain showers, but I am still skeptical of that. So we'll keep watching that trend here as we head into our weekend. But your Father's Day looks beautiful as we head into it here. We'll keep it dry and pretty sunny. Take a peek at recent temperatures. Normal highs right now should be in the low 70s. We've been very warm and very dry. So the mid-90s, we now have had 2 days in the 90s here in Portland. So we're heating up. We tend to do so in June. I like to call this the the late spring inferno when we can sometimes see 90s and even triple-digit weather. That's pretty rare, but we did it, in 2021 when the heat dome came, and we saw the hottest temperatures on record. So June can sometimes be a hot wild card month. And again, we're looking to hover above normal for at least the next week. So the coast today, pretty nice. Clouds on the decrease, mostly sunny out there, just beautiful. We're back in the mid-70s today in Portland. Also beautiful. Really cannot beat the forecast today in western Oregon here. The coast and the valley seeing really nice conditions. It's the east side that is still hanging on to just a touch of some heat. We'll see highs near the upper 70s to mid-80s. A little warmer out towards the northeast and on the east sides of the gorge. And again, still breezy on the east sides of the gorge. In the gorge from Hood River to the Dalles, we're expecting breezy winds and gusts, maybe up to 30 to 35 miles per hour. So tough conditions for firefighters. The mountain, some nice hiking weather, but you might see a little bit of haze out there from the smoke from these fires. So our futurecast, not seeing much in terms of rainfall here. We've just got this very quiet, dry pattern. Notice tomorrow, some of these showers try and pick up and move through areas of central northeastern Oregon. I don't think they'll be very active, and I don't expect to see them bringing much moisture to the region, but some models are picking up on a little bit of instability going into tomorrow afternoon. Otherwise, we're pretty dry as we head towards the weekend. There's Father's Day. Look at all that sunshine. So beautiful, again, for Father's Day. Just perfect to celebrate all the dads out there. We get to Tuesday, and this weather model tries to bring in some light rain showers. Again, I'm always skeptical when we're this far out and we're seeing rain, so the chance of some light rain is there. Do we see it or not? Still up in the air as we head our way into next week. Same for Wednesday, possibly a few lingering showers. Your Father's Day forecast looking beautiful. I think I've said that maybe 8 times because it is just going to be so nice this weekend. So have a blast with your family and celebrating all the dads out there. I love my dad so very much. And it'll be a great day to celebrate as we hit the lower 80s here in Portland. So here's your 7-day forecast. We, again, are back in the 70s these next few days. Father's Day could bump towards the lower 80s, so just a touch of some warming by the end of the weekend. Next week, we could see those showers again. So we will have eyes on all of it as we work our way into these next few days and be watching out for these fires and also giving you updates on that. You can keep watching. We'll have a live report on the noon show here on KOIN 6, along with all your updates on KOIN.com and our new streaming app, KOIN Plus. So be sure to stay updated on that. And again, if you've got friends or family out in that region, be sure they are aware of these evacuation notices and are staying up to date on all those fire updates. So thanks for tuning in. I will catch